But yeah, just make sure for future references, keep the swear words to a no-go area, especially towards the gens in a meeting. It's something that we do not condone at all. But yeah, we will be issuing you a rep for that for Army One, sir.
You guys should have just spoke to me when I was before you guys even let me go. That's incredible. It makes you like y'all making a scene like if y'all spoke about it right when I left. Y'all, oh, we're not gonna do nothing to him, and then y'all call me back. That's what it looked like. It.
So, sir, actually, we do this quite a lot. We do like to
I think
discuss it,
she
and
was
then we will
telling
call
me
you
how
back
that wasn't the
because
right move.
obviously, it is important for us to discuss it as well. As Taylor and Jord were not here when we were having a talk earlier with just the gens, so I wanted to discuss it with all of them to see what they think about everything as well. And then, yes, we will call you back like we did right now, sir.
That should have never dismissed me. Y'all dismissed me the first time. That's all I'm saying. Y'all said we was good, and
blatantly
y'all
ignore me
dismissed
or
me, and I
blatantly
got that on
disrespect
recording. If
Okay,
y'all
so
any
what
of
wanna
if
send
instead
them
of
a
the gens,
Oceans
recording,
being like
then
this?
that y'all said I was good, recording, and they recording you
Again,
just for
sir,
anything you do.
I don't mean to be rude, but personally,
Then I'm sorry to cut you off, but then you guys said I was good, and y'all dismissed me. Oh, I'm lying.
I never.
Theodore, sir. So the reason why we dismissed you is so we can have a
Have your
conversation
hand
as
up. Go
gens.
ahead.
Now, don't get me wrong. There could be something that I could see you saying
That's the
or
only thing
doing
with you about
that
it. You
another
take like
general might
fucking
not be able
5 minutes
to see
explaining
or
one thing that you can explain in a minute.
might not take it
That's the
in
only
as
thing,
much as
but
another
you're
gen.
good.
So the reason why we dismissed you is so us generals could have a conversation of how the meeting went. Could we have done better? Was it worse of a meeting? So on and so on. You know what I mean? So the reason why we ask you to be dismissed is so us generals can discuss about that meeting without the soldier present, just out of respect and courtesy. That's all it is, sir. So, like I say, it's not like we're going to dismiss you because realistically, for Army One, it is one rep or dismissal. And I believe that we probably could dismiss you on that situation. But I believe strongly as well, you were very apologetic at the end, and I'm going to respect that. So that's why we're only going to issue you with the one rep, sir. And like I said, the rep only stays on for 7 days as well. But over you, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm understanding everything, but I actually got a recording when I apologized to you guys. You guys said that we was good, and y'all dismissed me. Y'all never said y'all was gonna talk about it. Y'all never said y'all was gonna have me come back to the room. Y'all never said none of that. Like I said, I'm a grown ass man, and I listen really well to everything. I really listen and I pay attention, really good attention to everything. And nobody told me I was gonna get bring back in here to get a reprimand. Nobody told me about none of this. And all you guys knows I'm talking and I'm saying what it is.
All right, sir. So I'm going to step in real quick, sir. I understand that you just said that you listened to everything we said, but clearly there's a wall in between us at this point because multiple people so far have stated to you that we asked you to leave. We did say we were all good, that you were dismissed. That was so we could talk amongst generals and discuss the situation. Um, Clearly, we don't have to tell you that we're going to discuss it. Once we tell you that you're dismissed, that's when we conduct our meeting as generals to pretty much get a summary of what happened and make our decision, sir.
Yeah, exactly what Shane said. Like when we discuss things as generals, we do not have the person that we are discussing about in the room, because then we can get an informed decision from everybody, so everybody is on the same page. And as I said, Taylor and Jord were not here when Shane, Al, and Canuck were here when I was discussing it with them. So I wanted to have impromptu meeting with Jord and Taylor when they were here as well, to make sure that we are all on the same page, and that is why we called you there. Do you understand that, sir?
Quincy, sir, if we could just get a verbal yes or no from you instead of spamming 10-4 and Flobby, please.
No, I'm just making sure I record everything. That's the only thing. So I'm making sure. You guys is good. I understand. I'm dismissed now, or I'm gonna get called back in here.
Go ahead.
Just a quick one for you, Dar. The way you keep saying that you're screen recording, I kind of class it as threatening. You know what I mean? We do not need to know that you're screen recording, as well as we don't need to tell you that we're screen recording. Yes, it is nice, but I believe that you've said it quite a few times now. Let's just not say it. If you're going to screen record, you're screen recording, and if you're not, you're not. You know what I mean? We don't need to make it public, that's all, sir. All I'm saying in general is we had a discussion once you left, and we told you to come back, and that's your one rep. So let's move on from the situation now. What's been done has been dealt with now. Let's move forward. Tomorrow's a new day. Like I said, the rep only lasts for 7 days anyways, and it gets cleaned straight off. So I believe, just for future references, let's keep the attitude and the disrespectful to a very bare minimum, or not at all, to be honest, which would be really nice. I understand that you could be a little bit frustrated, but let's treat with people with respect as how we would want to be treated with respect as well. But other than that, this meeting will not go further forward now, to the point where if you leave, you don't need to worry that you might get another rep or a second rep or dismissal or lapse or whatever. This is your warning. This is your rep, and it's been given to you. And let's like I said, let's move on from the situation now.
Whatever you guys say, I just feel like y'all do anything y'all want with whoever y'all want. It's whatever. I'm the one that gonna lose at the end of the day. It's whatever y'all say. Go ahead, do whatever y'all want. Let me know when I could leave from here.
We can start. Sir, just drop the attitude once again, please, as Georgia stated.
Well, I
I
got
personally,
freedom.
I
got
personally,
freedom to speak. I got freedom to speak. And if that's the way I'm expressing myself and you're taking it the wrong way, sir, then I'm sorry to tell you that you're taking it the wrong way. But that's the way I speak. If you meet me in real life, then you're gonna see how I speak. That's the way I carry myself.
well, I guess if you want to use that as your reasoning, Miss Batty could use that the same way in your hindsight of how you see the situation, sir. So if again we could just lower the tone and speak with some respect towards the generals, please.
Same way she gotta show respect. Respect to be respected. That's all I'm saying. And you guys is a family. Don't think I don't know how y'all move. Like I said, I'm a gang leader in Madera. My gang is the first one in the leaderboard. So I got money and I know how this shit be moving. Like I've been playing all this service for a minute. And y'all be taking things like a threat. It's just how the game is. You body record, y'all do something stupid, y'all get out of line, and somebody's gonna submit y'all a green ticket. And that's how life is. Y'all wanna be, oh, that's a threat. If the shoe fits you, then you put it on. If it don't fit you, then you leave it right there. Y'all wanna take it as a threat, then that's on y'all. But I'm not threatening nobody.
Just a quick one, sir. It is a blue ticket and not a green one, just for clarification. And when I say it is coming across as a threat, I don't mean you're threatening in a way where you're intimidating. It's more the way you're flinging that you've got your screen recording around as a threat. As like we're supposed to be very cautious. Now, I believe, yes, I understand we should be cautious, but I believe at the same time, that one rep is given quite fairly, to be honest. If anything, more than fair. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. That is one rep for 7 days and it's gone. Click of a finger. You know what I mean? But like you said yourself and stated, you treat people with respect how you want to be treated with respect. And I'd like to say that all the way through this meeting, we have treated you with respect. We haven't swore at you. We haven't raised our voice or anything like that because we didn't need to. But I feel like a little bit of times throughout this that we have actually had to say, look, sir, stop, like, just let's lower the tone, or let's be a little bit not disrespectful, you know what I mean? So like I said, let's move on from the situation now. What's been's done now. But all I'm saying in general, just for the future reference, we ain't here to shout at you. We ain't here to punish you or anything like that. The last thing I want to do is punish soldiers. But once I see a little bit of disrespectful from soldiers, it's something that we don't need. It's something that we do not condone here as well. We don't treat soldiers with disrespect, and I don't expect disrespect from soldiers as well. I mean, I've said this numerous amount of times. I treat lower ranks as if I was treating the higher ranks. I always address people with sir and ma'am. And yes, I understand that they're supposed to treat me with sir as well. But I believe that a lot of soldiers don't. And it is one of the army rules that they need to address the generals or the hierarchy as sir. But stuff like that don't really bother me as much because, like I say, we are pretty fair. And us giving you that one rep, I believe that is fair on our side and as well as your side, because at the same time, I believe that you are a good soldier, but I just believe that the disrespect needs to lower a little bit because NRP, we're all on here to play the game. We're all here to have a little bit of fun, but at the same time, we're here to run a faction, run an army base. And that's what I believe that we are trying to do at this present moment without the disrespect. So, like I said, let's just draw the line from here. And like I said, tomorrow's a new day. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like you saw, I left the room without no problem. I just feel like you guys need to communicate better. If y'all letting me go and y'all giving me this missile, you should tell the person right away, hey, you could be called back into the room. Not dismiss, thinking everything is good, and then y'all make that decision, and then y'all call the person back into the room. I don't think that's fair to nobody. Even though we're not trying to know your business, but at least it's about me. Let me know what's going on right away. Don't let me walk out the room without explaining the situation.
All right, sir. So go ahead, Taylor.
But it's about me, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's about me. I'm not saying to tell everybody else, but if y'all letting me walk out this room, it's only us here. Y'all should at least tell me, hey, we're gonna call you back in the room. Not come and tell everybody. We just us here.
I'm gonna interrupt you real quick because one, that was really, really, really rude and very, very
I
disrespectful.
did
What you
say
did.
sorry, Batty.
No,
I did say sorry.
no,
So
no,
don't
and you're
come
doing
with
it
that.
again,
Say
sir.
sorry.
You're doing it again, sir. Hold your mic. Do not press your mic.
Can
When
anybody
somebody,
to us at Batty? Can any of y'all speak to me as a Batty?
sir,
Please. If not, I'm
hold your
gonna put my volume
Sir,
down and I'm not gonna hear her.
sir, please stop again. This is classified as
Alright,
Army 1. You're being
that
disrespectful
is
towards
another
Batty.
funny one.
So again, we already gave you one rep. As George said, we were pretty fair about that, sir. We could have dismissed you right then and there. Clearly, you have some bad blood towards Batty because you were still being disrespectful towards her, saying you're going to turn your volume down so you cannot hear her. Again, lower your tone of voice with us. We are the generals. We have been treating you with respect, and you cutting us off and raising your voice is very disrespectful.
That is also insubordination, sir, because we did tell you to hold your mic and you continuously talked over myself and Miss Taylor, which is also your FG. She is over everybody here on base, and you blatantly go ahead and talk over her. That is one, another Army 1. 2, after we asked you to hold your mic, you continuously talked on mic over myself and Taylor and Shane. that is insubordination right there. In my eyes, that is how I would take it. Obviously, Taylor and Jord have their own opinion, whatever that may be. But in my eyes, that would be an automatic rep out because that was very, very disrespectful, especially.
You
But
can also
yeah,
you can also stop with the emotes, sir. There's no need for that here. I would
I'm
like to also
listening to you, sir. I didn't listen to nothing bad he said. I'm listening to you. Go ahead. I put my volume up. Go ahead.
All right, sir.
okay, yeah. No, Taylor
If
would
you want to stop,
no. We're not doing this. I'm sorry, Shane. I'm really sorry. I am giving him 3 reps for that. I'm sorry. That was very disrespectful. That was not appropriate at all. Army 1 and Army 6. I don't. How do you guys feel about that?
Chain, I'm listening to you. I'm muted everybody else. Go ahead, brother.
All right,
Yeah,
sir. So I'm
that's
just gonna.
it.
I'm gonna make,
Go
no,
ahead,
sir,
Chain.
sir, stop cutting me off. I'm gonna make this very clear to you. We are gonna dismiss you from the army now due to multiple Army 1s and 6s. You have been very disrespectful to myself and the rest of the gens here, cutting us off, especially to Miss Batty, being blatantly disrespectful towards her. We just we do not put up with that kind of stuff here in the army. And like you stated, respect is given and respect is also expected. In my eyes, sir, respect is earned. Right now, you are being very disrespectful to Batty. So in my eyes, I do not see any reason for her to respect you, sir, in leadership position or not.
Sir, you think that's fair?
I think that's very fair, sir. You just told me that you muted everyone else but myself to speak to me one on one.
Yeah, because you're the only one that seems to got they head put together. Every time Batty talks, it's like she annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. It's like she's annoying. So I'd rather y'all deal with
Respectfully,
anybody else. I can't even hear her. And look, she's cutting me off. And I'm talking and she's cutting me off, but I can't say nothing about that. And that's not disrespectful, right? Like I said, I've been recording everything since the first encounter I had with Batty. So you guys is good. I'm gonna be submitting all my green tickets. Not to none of you guys, but towards Batty more. But you guys is good. You guys have a good day. Thank you for everything.
He has you all muted. He said so he can't hear anything you're saying.
Yes, sir.
He told me that
Intruder on base.
you guys could clearly hear him, but he said that he muted all of you guys to speak to me because I seem like I'm the only one with my head on my shoulders. So,
Yeah, I heard him say that.
yeah, but he said he muted all of you guys. I don't know how that's possible. I didn't know you could do that. Now that I know that, I'm definitely I have a few people on this game that I will be muting because I can't stand their voice. I wish I knew that beforehand. I mean, personally, I was completely cool-headed with him up until the point he wanted to continue raising his voice and swearing at us. Like I stated, respect is not given, respect is earned. So he was treating Batty and the rest of us. I definitely do not see any reason for us to respect him in any sort of way, especially when he was being very facetious, just putting up the emotes and then spamming 10-4 in the chat.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. But yeah, he can go ahead and put in a blue ticket on why we dismissed him. Go ahead. I got my body cam rolling, and I will be putting that in the reps page. Or Taylor, do you want to put it in the rep? I mean, you have your body cam. You have the same. Everybody got the same thing. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Even though, for instance, they will know that we've dismissed them respectfully, but like Taylor said, when it comes to our admins, I wouldn't say they're more on their side because they do have our backs, But when they open that ticket up, it goes to obviously admins. Admins need to supply the evidence of why they got demoted or dismissed. And if they do not supply that, then it goes to the likes of CM, which are higher than the admins. And that's when it'll start crumbling down. And obviously, that's when they'll start looking into things and stuff. But yeah, make sure with that you've got the screen recording saved. I'd save it right now instead of keep it rolling for the time being, because it looks like he will open that blue ticket. But like I said, and this is why the best thing, if you feel like you want to get someone removed, NRP, not just because you don't like them, because you can't get someone dismissed over that, but if you believe that someone has broke one of the rules, the best thing to do is get them into RT when they're all by themselves, have not a one-on-one, because obviously it's nice to have another general present for the screen recording, but that's when you will see the side of their feisty side, and that's when they'll start slipping up and showing disrespect and stuff like that, and boom, that's where you've got them. Now, from the screen recording NRP that you sent me, I wouldn't really class that as a dismissal, and I really wouldn't class that as a rep, to be honest. But it'd be more of like a warning, or I'll teach you the right ways from the wrong ways. But what's just happened there, we were easily more than fair, And even I believe if he does open that blue ticket up, the screen recording of this half an hour conversation or meeting, whatever you want to call it, is more than enough evidence. So that's why I said to you, the best thing to do is grab him in here, and trust me, he will crumble. And that's what's happened.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, Army 1, Army 6, 2 counts of, well, 3 counts if you want to get technical of Army 1, 1 count of Army 6. Also, once I put in this ticket for metagaming, he will get jailed. So that is also an Army 8. So I do have all that on screen recording, and I will be submitting my ticket on the Army 8 or the metagaming, because that is only a jail, but any jail or ban you get does classify as a, oh shit, no, I can't do that because he's already dismissed, so he won't get an Army 8 if it was after dismissal. Never mind. So, but I can still get him for metagaming as well, so I can put that ticket in. 2 counts of metagaming. 1, having somebody on his mic when he wasn't, and then 2, also him talking about another server without putting NRP in front of it.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I did catch him cussing while we were escorting him. He was cussing again, and then he's sitting there just threatening us again, saying he's going to do a green tick on all of us and a blue ticket. So I think that is grounds for a threat. But that's up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's already dismissed at this point. I'm going to submit my body cam since like Taylor said, I was the one that dismissed him. I think that was a fair dismissal, as he was being insubordinate and being very disrespectful towards myself and towards Taylor, saying that he was going to turn down his volume so he didn't hear us. So that is or disrespectful as well. So I honestly I've never heard that one before, but it you hear something new every day, right? But I thought it was kind of funny too, but then he's still replying back to me when I'm talking. So obviously he didn't turn me down that far. But it was just kind of funny to me. But yeah.
Part of me wanted to try to lighten the situation as well, saying that he thinks that you're singling him out now. I was going to tell him wait till you become one of our friends, because then you really get singled out big time.
Listen, honestly, like even oh my god, listen. I'm so glad we got him out. I'm not gonna lie, because he would have been a headache.
I like to think I did. Okay, go ahead, Canuck.
No, you're good, sir. Go ahead. I'll let you talk.
I won't lie, I was getting pretty heated towards the end though. Like it was taking every ounce of me not to just completely tweak out on him for being blatantly disrespectful to all of us.
And that's why I stepped in with a little bit of my so-called rude and disrespectful mama bear voice, because I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that, especially to the FG. Like, I understand you do that to me, you get mad, do that to me, I will call you out on it. But to the FG, hell no, you ain't. talking over the fucking FG. Nobody should be talking over the FG. Hell fucking I'm sorry, but that was just absolutely wild to me. I understand he gets mad, he wants to talk over me, whatever, I don't care. But he wants to talk over the FG of the army? Like, come on now. But nah, George, you're definitely right. Because that's why I called him into RT in the first place. But I told Al, Shane, Canuck, Shiesty was here at the time too. I said, listen, we're going to come in here as a united front. I'm going to talk to him. And then I ended up starting to talk to him. And then Taylor called me on Discord. And yeah, sure. But then Taylor called me. I don't know what was said once I lagged out. If you guys have any of the body cam for that, if it was anything disrespectful, we could also use that. But when I came back in, I know he was talking a little bit about me, but yeah, I'm glad you two were here for that, because then I have obviously the two DFGs and the FG here for that conversation. So you guys have body cam as well. Yeah, Canuck, I know your hand must be tired up there.
I just want to say, do you want my body cam of him at Southgate when he made that threat and cussing as well?
Permission to kill him. Permission to kill him, real quick. Permission to kill him. You said what? You said what, Taylor?
Oh, you should have. Oh my god, you should have.
I
Okay,
will.
I will like to say off topic. I feel like I use my words very well, so I will be applying for the commander position of the wellness unit.
We've went down this road before. The well-being of the soldiers, it's more should be the well-being of the generals, to be honest.
Right? Can I have a spa day? I also want ice cream and chocolate. I also want $1 million cash every day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my unit, guys.
We have a wellness team, Bandito.
Yeah, that's mine.
That's fire.
My wellness unit is line everybody up and shoot everybody down.
I will say I appreciate him taking the time.
Ready, Taylor? Breathe in, breathe out. I'm not gonna scream and shout. I said breathe in, breathe out. Don't knock his ass out.
As the new soon to be commander of the wellness team, Taylor, if you need to talk, I am more than welcome to keep you back in RT. We can work on some breathing techniques, and or if you would just like to go to a rage room, I can take you on a BR run and we can destroy some shit.
Shane, Shane, you did well done for a construction guy, because I work with a bunch of Portuguese and you done really great. So great work with that.
Yeah, thank you, Canuck. As I stated, being an owner of a construction company, you have to be very well with your words, because there's definitely times I want to see how many times I can wrap a 2x4 around one of my guys' heads. So learning how to use my words and breathe is a very big process for me.
Real quick before we continue, do you want me to tell everybody to meet at Southgate? Jord, are you also staying on to run it?
Yeah, I will do.
All right, can I tell everybody to meet up at Southgate?
Yeah, you can do.
All right, thank you. Go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to put that real quick.
No, it's all good. Taylor, What are admin wanting us to do for Christmas Day? Are they actually wanting us to do the 4 hours on Christmas Day, by the way? Because I'll be straight up front now. I won't be spending 4 hours, and if anything, I probably won't even be spending an hour on here on Christmas Day. And I don't know, just Christmas time for family. I believe every soldier within the faction should be spending time with the family or friends at least. You know what I mean? So, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. I don't know if the Americans have all these, by the way, but Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. Yeah, I'll be struggling to meet them 4 hours. I'll believe it or not. But don't get me wrong, the days between Boxing Day and New Year's Eve, which is about 6 days, yes, I could probably make up the hours in them days. But yeah, for Christmas Day, I won't be attending for hiring event. Hiring event for me on Christmas Day is at 10:30, and that'll be the time when I'll be sitting down with my family. And we normally play games and stuff till about 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? I just don't want to say it myself on the leadership chat because admin will be like, "Fuck no, you've just had a 7-day break, and now you're saying that you're not going to be on for these days." But I'm sorry, but yeah, I'd rather be straight up front of me, to be honest, on Christmas Day and all that.
Sorry, I think they'll be understanding because it's Christmas. Like, come on. Like, that's a big holiday for most people, especially if you're in the US or Canada. Like, I'm assuming also for UK. Like, Christmas is a big fucking holiday. Like, come on. I, like I said, Taylor, I'm going on vacay in the morning for one day because Christmas Day is an absolute write off for me because I got a kid, I spend half of the morning doing presents and then the other half cooking brunch, and then the rest of the day is cooking supper. Christmas Day is a write off. Like, is a complete write off. Most of the day I will be cooking. I'll be spending time with my family. Like, I'm not coming on. I'm sorry. I'm not. Like, I might come on, say hi, Merry Christmas, and then that's about it.
The same with me. Like I said to Buddy earlier, I go to this place and I've done every single year for years and years. And it's like a big massive museum, and it's got like old sweet shops and old mans and old shops where like the olden days, like Victorian days, have like the guns and what weapons are used and just all sorts. It's a big massive museum. Now normally that opens up at 8 o'clock in the morning, which we normally go to, and it's on all the way till about 7 o'clock at night. Um, and you do not get signal at all there. And to be honest, I don't think I'd be stood in the middle of a museum playing one state anyways, NRP, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just giving the heads up. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't need a vacay, you know what I mean? I will be at standby, but I'm just giving the heads up that I will not be, the 4 hours would be very limited, to be honest, on them days and Christmas Day.
What group chat?
I regret being a gen now that I'm in this Powerpuff Girls group chat. This thing is blowing my phone the fuck up. No, it's to be honest, I didn't even see the stuff you've posted so far. It hasn't came up as a notification. For some reason, any group chat on my phone, it always takes like 30 minutes for a notification to pop up, so it's like super delayed. I will say I appreciate him dragging that on because I didn't get shot at once and I still got all my medals. Starting to think that the Greens don't need us because it was still 0 out of 200 that the gangs took. Also, you guys weren't here. I'm not sure if Batty talked to you about it. Her plan for tomorrow, or idea, if it gets passed, because all the soft hats and hard hats always complain about not being able to go into the back of AP since tomorrow is the new season. She wanted to send
Is he lagged out?
Yeah, you maybe
Ethan.
possibly. You're cutting out a little bit.
What's that? Oh, can you hear me now? All right. So basically, Batty's idea for tomorrow, since it's the new gang season, since all the soft hats and hard hats always cry and complain how they're stuck in mid or AP, they never get to go like to the back of AP where we go. Was to send some of them back there and have the gens in like mid and AP pack, just so they can get a taste of what it's like, and then they can understand. It's not all ponies and rainbows back there. Yeah, I don't know. Even though it's a game, I have a very hard time with people being disrespectful. I was at the point where I was just about to message him for his address, and we could talk about it in person about a video game. He's just blatantly brain dead to me. He has no awareness of what we're saying because we stated to him how we didn't have to tell him to come back, and he was just on that topic. So I mean, he basically is a hypocrite because him bitching about Batty taking 10 minutes to explain a 2-minute thing turned into him taking 20 minutes to explain a 2-minute thing. Clearly, there was some buffering going on his end, in his mind, because he couldn't comprehend a single thing Jord was explaining to him.
I know, I was going to say that he could probably try and do you for that, to be honest. But other than that, I don't think he heard it.
I will like to say, based on that meeting, we have figured out who the favorite general on base is. Hence, I was the only one that was not muted for this conversation. The rest of you were. I honestly have to YouTube that now, how to mute people, because I don't want to give names, but there's a certain couple that need to be muted because I cannot stand their voice. And once I figure that out, it is going to be a game changer. Yeah, that's body cam, sir, on vacay. Blue ticket. See, that's where some of them people are that need to be muted. You guys need to give me a vacation from PD. I've spent 4 nights with them this week, and I have ran out of Advil. It's not even baddie. It's just like a lot of the people in 13
11 hours.
12 hours.
11 hours. It does
No
feel
more.
like it's pretty longer than normal, like, to be honest. I feel like fucking hours are getting put on, if anything.
The first day George's back from vacay, we're not doing any raids or any type of training or hiring event. We're all just going to stand in AP, and him and Batty are going to 1v1 all day.
She's only going to get the belt all the time, Shane. We know it.
I cannot speak on that topic, sir. I am
Nah.
not picking favorites.
I was doing TTs earlier, I'm not going to lie, because I haven't been playing for a week properly. I have went dog shit. Like, I was doing TTs earlier, and my aiming, I was shooting at the lamppost instead of at the fucking gang member. I thought the gang member was the lamppost. I was like, and I ran over. I was like, why are they not dying right? I'm getting hit markers, but it's aiming right at them. Because it was just on render distance. When I went close up to the lamppost, it wasn't even there. I was like, okay, that's a little bit awkward.
I wish you were here though, Jord, because yesterday during a raid, it was me, Batty, and Rico in the back of AP, like at the wall. And obviously now, like the new rule, we have to let them like come over the wall unless they shoot at us first. And I was standing in front of the crate with my taser out, and there was like 7 of them on the outside of the wall, and they ended up killing Batty. And for some reason, they're scared of Batty because the second she died, they all started screaming that they're pushing. And I tased every single one of them as they climbed over the wall. And I didn't realize Rico was dead. And the very last one came over and started lighting me up, and it turned it on to a 7v1. And I know if you were there, you wouldn't have died, and you would have been able to back me up.
Too right, I'd have backed you up, Shane.
Did I miss something last night, Taylor, with that raid after I got off?
Good to say, you done a raid last night, didn't you?
Yeah, we I don't want to down either faction, but before I got off, we got a little overrun.
What, from gang member?
There was quite a few. Like, more of them showed up to that raid than our army base raid. Like, I'm talking when I died the first time, Jord, I didn't see a single PD, EMS, or military person. It was nothing but gang members around me.
Yeah, sure. Is PD and EMS already here? Yeah, no, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I'll go and try and find them where they're all at. I didn't even have the voice to completely talk to them, to be honest. That's the thing.
One thing I will say, though, I don't mean to disrespect PD by any means. One thing I do notice is their higher ups, when we take part in like a debrief or some form of training, they like to try to like over speak us and like cut us off all the time, and I feel like a majority of the issue comes from that right there.
Yeah, agreed. That's been a shoot before that, to be honest. To be honest, I've done quite a lot of I've done a lot of speaking there. I believe Baddy's probably going to have a better screen recording of all that.
Yeah, I got you. Let me see if I can get this rendered down. I was listening to everything. I was dealing with my kids and my wife trying to cook and everything. It was a rough convo. I wanted to speak though.
Yeah, is there a way you can body cam and like hear your voice? Like, do you have to use a separate app? Oh yeah, see, so I just use like my normal screen recording on my iPhone, and I never knew that you could like turn your mic on. That's good to know. Oh, Taylor, I'm taking you off Facebook.
Androids are better, to be honest. Yeah, no, you're exactly right there. It's bad though, because like, even though that I know personally, Androids are better than iPhones, I've always just stuck with iPhones, to be honest. Like, I always say an iPhone is for dumb people. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got an iPhone myself, you know what I mean? So I am putting myself in that category. It's NRP. I was on a customer's phone about a week ago and he had an Android, and I fuck know what I was doing on his phone. I was like, mate, you're telling me to do something on your phone and I don't even know what I'm doing. It's probably best you do it yourself.
AP.
I'm going home is where I'm going.